happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. So we got another huge update. I know you guys could probably already tell it's going down just by that title alone. We got the internet in an absolute frenzy, buzzing about what we seen last night, guys. The first presidential debate between Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, airing out to the nation on ABC last night, guys. And I'm going to say that thing was a doozy, an absolute dumpster fire of a debate is what we witnessed. I know you guys were all sitting there screaming at your television just like me, like there is no way that she could get up here, lie on top of lie, and not get fact checked one time. But then the moderators were quick to jump on Donald Trump's trail, even when he was telling the truth, fact checking truthful statements. I mean, it was just hard to watch, guys. There was a lot going on. I know it's easy to miss what I'm going to show you next. Kamala Harris doing the absolute unthinkable. I'm excited to get into this. We're gonna hop straight into it. Just make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys hit that like button for you, but also hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it, guys. We've got this tweet. This is coming from George, but Heezy tweets. This is the results are finally in. Who would better handle our economy? This is before the debate. Kamala Harris polling in 37%, not the best. Donald Trump 53%. Now we're seeing a 2% 2-point swing towards Donald Trump's favor. And there's a reason for that, guys. Kamala Harris's lack of transparency. She can get up there and blab word salad all she wants, but the people can still see that she doesn't stand for anything. She doesn't stand for our country. As much as she says she does not. Listen to what RFK Jr. had to say.
We had moderators who were clearly biased, who were constantly fact-checking Donald Trump. None of these kind of whoppers that the vice president was saying, and none of her failure to really explain that, answer that first question, that very, very critical first question. They simply sat there on the sidelines and allowed that to pass. We had moderators.
Hey. I'm glad I wasn't the only person that felt that way. You know, the moderators let her gloss over, smooth over every point that she didn't want to address, even allowing her to punt the first question, guys, you know, trying to hold her accountable for how the state of our country is 4 years ago versus now. She just immediately punts the question off, barely even answers it, and doesn't get held accountable for that. On the other hand, we got Donald Trump. They're trying to get clarification and clarification on top of that clarification to make sure that we've got Donald Trump's stance on every single point. I mean, it just wasn't a fair fight at all. Look, this is what the TikTokers are saying. I'm taking the TikTok now. Listen to this.
Final thoughts on the debate. It was infuriating to see Kamala lie the entire time. And then Donald Trump gets fact-checked multiple times, even though she was lying on every single point. But let's put that to the side. Let's address this comment. So, of course, I looked up what is this, and I'm not going to say anything because my other account is already on warning, and we know that TikTok doesn't like to hear the truth. So, allegedly, I'm going to allow you to see for yourselves. All right, so these are the Nova Pearl H1 audio earrings. This is from their website where you can order them. I don't know.
Say it ain't so, y'all. Say it is not so. Guys, Kamala Harris caught red-handed, guys. She's got the dye on her finger still. We can see it. Oh my goodness. I thought she was cheating, where she was jotting all those notes, going crazy in order to make sure she stayed on topic, guys. On top of her cheating, bringing cheat sheet notes to the debate stage. Guys, she's got these earrings in. These look like the same exact earrings. I mean, call me crazy, but I don't know, guys. I just had to get a quick, the pearl. Okay, I got the gold loop, the pearl, and we got the gold loop. Guys, are these not audio headphone earrings? Oh my goodness. 2024 comes with some shockers, guys. Talk about changing times, changing technology. We got our presidential candidates breaking the rule. Well, presidential candidate, I should say, because Donald Trump didn't need a note card, didn't need a cue card, a teleprompter, a headphone, an earpiece, none of that. He didn't even need the moderators on his side. This lady did all of that and still lost the debate. You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna let her finish, but this is absolutely insane, guys. You heard it here first. Kamala Harris wearing audio earpiece. She was getting told, fed the answers the entire time. On top of being fed, she was given all the questions before the debates, guys. I mean, this is just sad. This is the presidential candidate that people are brainwashed into thinking that she's going to actually, serve and improve the, state of our country. No way, guys.
Where you can order them. I don't know. I didn't say anything. I'm just showing you photos. Here's some more.
Oh my goodness. No.
More of the Nova.
They look the exact same though, like on ear. Like, guys, you cannot tell me this is not the exact same setup. Oh my goodness. No. Guys.
Your thoughts?
No, guys. I refuse to believe that you are that bad. Even with the moderators on your side letting you lie, they're fact checking your opponent constantly. You're getting fed the answer. No cards. You got the earpiece in, getting fed the answer. You still lost the debate, guys. This right here just lets you know it's not just Kamala who's incompetent or not capable or fit for the position, guys. It's her advisor, her whole team. Like, what were they telling her in her ear? Oh my goodness, guys. This right here is groundbreaking. Let's hear what Vivek Ramaswamy has. I feel like he always calls the balls and the strikes pretty well.
So first of all, I'll give you my frank assessment of where things do stand in the race. Yeah. She did have a lot of momentum coming out of the convention, even coming out of her announcement as the presumptive nominee. I do think a lot of that already has stalled, and it's stalled principally around issues of policy. Kamala Harris has been completely opaque about what her policy positions actually are. She stands in favor of a tax on unrealized capital gains. She hasn't explained exactly how that would function. Why has she changed her position on health care, on Medicare for all, on other areas like bans on fracking? So I hope tonight gives Americans and voters what they deserve, which is a clear picture of both candidates, where they stand on policy.
How does your candidate, former President Trump, put the spotlight on that evolution, on the issues, on the flip-flopping, as you guys call them? How does he stay disciplined and put that pressure on her, especially in a debate where you have the mics turned off and it's 2 minutes for you, 2 minutes for them?
So the reality is, with the mics turned off, a lot of this is going to fall on the moderators. I hope they do a good job. A lot of conservatives did have skepticism about CNN and their moderators being able to moderate a fair debate. I think they did last time around.
Jake Tapper, Dana Bash did the Lord's work in compared to these ABC moderators. Oh my goodness, they went down with a crash and burn tactic, arguably worse than their candidate, Kamala Harris. I feel like Kamala Harris did a lot better without the moderators, guys. I'll be honest. Listen to Vivek.
They have skepticism about CNN and their moderators being able to moderate a fair debate. I think they did last time around, and I'm rooting for that in the case of ABC as well. But I do think it's the job of not only the moderators, but also Donald Trump to focus on what his policies actually are. And I think Kamala Harris's own words are the friend of a Republican candidate here. Where Kamala Harris ran for president in the year 2020, she adopted positions that she is trying to run away from now. Those were a short 4 years ago. So my best advice would be use her own words. You don't need to put words in her mouth. Just tell the public what she said. And if she's changed her mind, which it looks like she claims to have in many cases, she deserves to explain exactly why and what her new position is. She hasn't done that.
Guys, now knowing what happened during the debate, post-debate, getting this, pre-debate analysis from Vivek Ramaswamy, he was very hopeful. But guys, we did not get any of that. I mean, Kamala Harris barely got her feet held to the fire. Well, any of her flip-flop nature, the policies that she flip-flopped on, it was more so that she was just pushing that narrative to say that, hey, my beliefs haven't changed, but she hasn't clarified how, she felt one way in the past and what's making her feel this way now. I mean, Kamala Harris did not get held accountable on any of her flip-flop nature. Listen to this right here. This is what a Kamala Harris supporter looks like right now. This is post-debate, guys.
Look, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris. She could run over a child live on TV. I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris. I'm never going to vote for Trump.
That's gnarly.
Guys, and this guy says that's gnarly. Guys, that right there is a historical level of Trump derangement syndrome. I've never heard anyone say anything so crazy on live TV. Sandra candidate, do something so heinous, and you still vote for them. I mean, that right there just goes to show you there's only so much we can do in order to try to wake these folks up on the left. Some of them are in this, a lot of them are in this brainwashed, delusional state where it's just, you're not getting through to them. No matter how much you ration, get the most logical points after points after points, it's not going to resonate with them because they are saying it's never Donald Trump, guys. Listen to this guy. He says it out of his own mouth.
She could run over a child live on TV. I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris. I'm never going to vote for Trump.
That's gnarly.
But the fact is, even though I think she'll make a good president, she's not a good candidate. If you remember from when she ran before, she tends to get real irritated with stuff she doesn't like. She's not real fast on her feet. Maybe she's better now, but live events, things like that, I don't know, man. I don't think she's going to do so well in the debate. Look.
There you go, guys. Right there. Even though he knows she's not even the strongest candidate, she shouldn't even be the DNC's front runner right now, guys. She should have never stepped in for Joe Biden. Stole a vote, in a sense. He's still saying he will vote for her regardless. Listen, so I'm going to end it here, guys. This is what Donald Trump wrapped it up on, man. This was just, it was absolutely electric. I got to hear it again, guys. Listen to this.
So she just started by saying she's going to do this, she's going to do that, she's going to do all these wonderful things. Why hasn't she done it? She's been there for 3.5 years. They've had 3.5 years to fix the border. They've had 3.5 years to create jobs and all the things we talked about. Why hasn't she done it? She should leave right now, go down to that beautiful White House, go to the Capitol, get everyone together and do the things you want to do, but you haven't done it and you won't do it because you believe in things that the American people don't believe in. You believe in things like we're not going to frack. We're not going to take fossil fuel. We're not going to do things that are going to make this country strong, whether you like it or not. Germany tried that, and within 1 year, they were back to building normal energy plants. We're not ready for it. We can't sacrifice our country for the sake of bad vision. But I just ask one simple question. Why didn't she do it? We're a failing nation. We're a nation that's in serious decline. We're being laughed at all over the world. All over the world, they're laughed. I know the leaders very well. They're coming to see me. They call me. We're laughed at all over the world. They don't understand what happened to us as a nation. We're not a leader. We don't have any idea what's going on. We have wars going on in the Middle East. We have wars going on with Russia and Ukraine. We're going to end up in a third world war, and it'll be a war like no other because of nuclear weapons, the power of weaponry. I rebuilt our entire military. She gave a lot of it away to the Taliban. She gave it to Afghanistan. What these people have done to our country, and maybe toughest of all, is allowing millions of people to come into our country. Many of them are criminals, and they're destroying our country. The worst president, the worst vice president in the history of our country.
Guys, I'm gonna leave it there. The only point that I really feel like Donald Trump missed out on, he could have smacked her in the head with, was the whole covering up for Joe Biden. Like, she sat there and covered up for Joe Biden, his conditions, for how long, guys? That was the only point that I wanted him to just dump on her, guys. Like, they put the convicted felon, they threw all the, she tried to even say he was impeached and didn't get fact checked. Like, come on, guys. This was a loaded debate. Hop in the comment section, man. Let me know your thoughts. We're getting groundbreaking details. Kamala here is using an earpiece. Let me know what you're thinking in the comment section below. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd enjoy more content like this, I'll catch you guys on the next one.